here we go with the first set, getting its own proper video. I had this thing powered up, off camera, reformed the filters, and it powered up with a picture. Got Ryan Hall yabbering on over there. Got a little severe weather in our area tonight, so I figured I'd keep him in the background, but he's making too much noise. So, powered it up, and it come up, and it had a picture, but the capacitor, the video coupling capacitor for the cathode is shorted, so it's real bad. Real dim, real bad, so we'll fire it up here. I want to get a check on the CRT first, but we're going to totally go through this thing and clean it up and fix the capacitors, and I'll probably end up cleaning the CRT. Just making this thing useful again for the next guy. So first thing we'll do is we'll check the CRT in it, and I know it's quite dead. I had it listed as 150 microamps, which is there on the tester. So let me get this unplugged real fast, and we'll test it. So we got it plugged up here, and here's our emissions. Just completely dead. And if I crank it up to 8 volts, there's 8 volts. You can see that thing glowing real bright now. Hops right up, so it'll do pretty good with a brightener. But other than that, it's just toasted, man. I hope I didn't just cremate the... Okay, good. It's still glowing. I was gonna say I might have just cremated the filament there. This thing has a pretty harsh 8 volts. But it looks like we're looking good here. So at least we got something to bite onto. So we'll get this thing repaired. We'll either put a brightener on it or we'll rejuve the CRT. Let's fire it up and I'll show you what it does. Alright, we'll fire this thing up. Power switch. Get our antenna out here. We'll flick the lights off so you can actually see it.
Relations to each other. He has such a consuming into his ship. He doesn't see the human side of the equation. What's the matter?
Kate, I don't think he'd be where he is if he couldn't see the human side of the equation.
So you really can't see it, and I'll show you why.
What do you mean?
And this is what I was having trouble when I first got this thing powered up. I don't even think you can see it in the camera. But show you what I'm talking about here.
Dr. Kingsley, this is Kate from
Got a little Star Trek going on here.
Doctor, do you have a decision? I'm afraid it's bad news.
Alright, this is looking at the voltage on the cathode of the
We
CRT.
absolutely know the cause of the disease.
160 volts. Now that's with the brightness all the way up. And oh, that's all the way down. Okay, that's all the way up. So still 70 volts. That's way too much. So 53 volts, and it is going down, but it'll rise too. It'll slowly get worse as the thing runs. And there actually is a picture here.
Sick bay has
But it's not possible to totally cut it off.
Let me flick the lights off.
The only truly independent environment would be something like a Shuttlecraft.
Why didn't you say so?
You can see we're lacking vertical linearity too.
Captain,
So it is there.
permission to put the shuttlecraft. I can start.
What about you?
I'm prepared to take that risk. Someone has to breathe the same air he breathes to touch him I'm volunteering to make that test myself.
Doctor,
It's far brighter in the camera than it is in real life.
I also have a responsibility to humanity.
SARCA guidelines about contact with
Contrast.
You don't have to quote the rule book.
But there's just not enough voltage there.
You were saying.
Request approved.
Captain.
So we're gonna get this chassis out and we'll get back. So this is actually a Thervithaver chassis. And so the bottom just comes right off of it. Right here. 3 bolts and that's out. And I'm kind of looking it over here, and they use a lot of discs. There's 2 capacitors here. This is in the circuit for the brightness, and there's also a couple of these Ilmencos that like to short, and then a few black beauties, and we all know how much we love black beauties. And I'm just kind of looking for this, looking over this thing, and it's real easy to service. I mean, incredibly easy to service. The chassis, literally 1, 2, 4 bolts, and the whole chassis will pull out. And I want to see if I can pull a schematic on this. 16J20 is the chassis model. Looks like it was manufactured in '62. So we'll see if we can't pull a chassis or pull a schematic on this one. All right, so I found a schematic. It's in Riders Volume TV20. And looking at it here, it's the 16J20 chassis. And I'm looking at our cathode on the CRT. See if we can increase this here. Hold on. Okay, I'm looking at our cathode here. This is pin 11. We should have 24 volts. And we have 50. So we go through an 82K here, and then a 39K. So it's not on this side. It wouldn't be on the brightness control side. We have this 0.1 right here going into the contrast control, and we have 100 volts off the plate of the video amp on this side. So our contrast control is not bad because it works. So it'd be C24, which is a 0.1, and I've located it here. And guess what it is? Yep, it's a black beauty. So there's our contrast control. And there's C24, 103. So, actually that's a 0.047. Yeah, that's not a 0.1, so the schematic's a little bit off. So there's our capacitor, so 0.047. Actually, let's look here. Let's see if we can find that one. Is there another capacitor? Am I wrong? Oh, this one could be, it could be C21 here. So this one here, which is the 0.047. So it looks like this 0.1, actually that 0.1 is probably that orange drop, and it's probably been changed. So where does this 0.047 go? Okay, the 0.047 goes to the 108 volt source off the screen of the video amp. So that one is probably bad, or most likely bad. Come on. Yeah. So that one's done. So we'll get this one changed, and we'll see if our brightness control improves any. Okay, we got the set powered up here, and actually what I'm seeing is, which is, I don't know if this, they could be bad here. It wants 24 volts here. We have, well, stand by. Well, I'm being a dunce. Hold on. Let me be a dunce for a second. So we've got 120 volts on one side of this, and we've got, this is our 0.1, this orange drop right here. And we have 45 on the other side. And here's the black beauty, which is on this side of the control. This side should have around 200 volts. Or 130 volts, sorry, and it does. And down here, our contrast bias, if I can hook onto it, it's -7 volts. So this capacitor is working. So that wouldn't be our issue. So I'm going to actually suspect this 0.1 here. So we'll get it out of circuit and we'll see how bad it is. Okay, so the more I look at this, the more I'm starting to think that it's probably just an incredibly dead CRT. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw a brightener on it and see if it gets any brighter. And if it does, then we know it's a CRT issue. If it doesn't, we know it's a biasing issue. So let's do that. Alright, we have a brightener hooked up here. And it certainly is brighter. And we'll see if the image gets a lot brighter. It should be a lot brighter. So, warming up now. And it really isn't. It's pretty much the exact same. So, I'm going to change that 0.047. Maybe it's throwing off the bias on that tube. So I'm going to change that 0.047 and we'll see what it does then. Okay, so we got that 0.047 change and it had a crack in it. Oh, this camera does not like focusing. There you go. It's got a crack in it. So I got our voltage hooked up to the cathode.
Yeah, let me zoom out.
And we want to see something like 24 volts here. Oh, there we go. Keep going. Nope.
It's actually been a pretty crazy severe weather day. Hail, tornado, reports back here.
That actually made it a little worse. Yeah. Yeah, that made it actually a little worse. You can barely see it now. So let me probe around on the video output. I need to figure out where that is actually. Alright, I'm checking these caps here. This is the 0.047 we pulled. And it's just shorted. And I have a really bad eye around 0.0055, 0.057. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna change all of them, and there's only 8 in the whole set that really need to go. So we've got, change this one. This is a 0.1, and I'll change this one. This is a 0.01. I'll change this one and this one. These two are in the vertical circuit. I'll change these two. Actually, I'll probably end up testing these two. I don't know if these are paper or not. And then I'll change this one. Oh, and this 0.047 down here. So, we'll change all the caps and then we'll see what it does after that. Alright, I've got this one changed, which was a 0.047. I've changed this 0.1, that 0.01, and that 0.047. And I still have these two to do, and this one, and I'm gonna check these. These are not real critical. They're in the tuner circuit, where the tuner information goes into the IF. So they're not super critical. And but anyway, let's fire it up and just kind of see if anything changed here. I doubt it did. If it was going to be a capacitor, it would be this one. That 0.1 right there. But I don't think anything changed. So, we got her warming up. Could also be a bad tube. Like I said, this thing has all the original tubes in it, and they have had the life absolutely run right out of them. So... yeah, no change. Still super, super dim. Let's see if we got. Let's see what our voltage is on the CRT now. It actually looks a little bit brighter. Well, let me get a good foothold on the ground here. Alright. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it actually did come down a lot. It came down almost 20 volts. Yeah, it is brighter too. It's much brighter actually. So let's change. We still have insufficient vertical deflection here. It's stretched at the top and squished at the bottom. So we'll change those two caps right there. And we'll also change this one. I'm not sure. I think this is in the horizontal circuit, so... yeah, we'll get back. Alright, we got these two caps changed in the vertical. And that brought our picture all the way out. And here's a pretty interesting problem. So this was running earlier, and it was at 30 volts, and now something just clicked, and now it's at 40. I don't really understand that, but it just keeps getting dimmer and dimmer. So let me shut the lights off. Maybe we have a bad tube. So you can see our verticals filled back out. But the brightness just, and look at it like going in and out. It's pulsating. Let me look over the vertical or the video section real fast. See if I can't figure out what is going on here. I'm gonna go on a little tangent here. I'm going to do a little unboxing. And, you know, if you can't find that one that fits, might as well just make one out of 3 here, huh? Whatever. We're going to video this for eBay purposes, because somehow I don't really believe that this is very properly packed. Dull-ass knife. Oh, I see here. Stand by. Okay. This should be a Beltron. Yeah. Not enough packing, bub. Let's see if it survived. I don't even know how you open this. How do you open this? Let's see. I don't know. I have no idea how you open that. I don't know if you need a key or something, or... that one obviously came loose. So, is there anything else in here, or is it... yeah, just not very good packing. At all. Let me figure out how to get this thing open. Alright, well, it looks like it survived somehow. Oh, promotional kit, eh? Important instructions. It's pretty complete. Seller said it was untested. but oh, there's a whole bunch of crap in here. Oh, yeah. That is one big book of picture tube guarantee. And then we got a bunch of, oh yeah, a bunch of those. What are these here? Oh, there are more of them. Oh, you stick them on there. Stick them on the side so they know the tube's dead. Setup chart. Oh yeah. I didn't even know these things had a setup chart. Cool. See what kind of sockets we got for it. We got whatever the hell this mess is. Looks like black and white and roundy colors. Somebody cut the focus wire off. That one never had one. So, oh, I see. They put another socket on here. It's got killers. We've got that picture tube. I think this is Zenith. Except this says RCA on it. And then we've got another one here for black and white picture tubes. And the good old eliminator. So, got a light bulb puller. Well, let's see if it works. We've got a couple picture tubes we can test here. Well, I figured we'd check the tube in this thing. We know what it looks like already. So, let's see. See if our socket even works. It does. 6.3 isn't labeled on that, which is kind of strange. That's like 6.3 there. Yeah, looks about right. So we'll see if this thing actually tests correctly. I got this on red. Oh, it's green. Yeah, seems to be working. That's about the same as the other tester. Let's try a color picture tube. Alright, so we know what this one tests like. It's 560, 470, and 210. So this is the picture tube in an RCA. We'll see what this thing thinks. So blue should be the deadest, and green and red should be kinda in the middle. Of course, this thing thinks it's a brand new tube. Yeah, that's Beltron for you. But that's not the real reason why I bought this. The real reason why I bought this was for the restoring function. Because this thing has probably one of the best picture tube restorers out there. And I hope this one still works. I don't know why the short light's always on. Maybe if I read this, it'd be... I'd know. Put adapter plug into position 2. Increase voltage until heater voltage reads 5 volts. After approximately 5 seconds, gradually increase to 10 volts. A flickering of any cleaning light indicates clearing of foreign matter. Foreign matter. It is also a good indication the tube has not been damaged by a brightener. Huh. Wonder if that'll go on the what's it's called, the Sylvania. After cleaning lights illuminate, stop the procedure. Do not stay in position 2 longer than 20 seconds after any light turns bright. If the cleaning lights do not light up after 15 to 20 seconds, go to position 3 for restoring. So yeah, it actually, red's our strongest, 560, green's almost right behind it, blue's dead. So this thing does actually work. You just gotta let it sit there for a little bit. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We'll have to see what this thing will do. Check to see if it's a dead CRT, which it is. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I think I paid way cheaper than what they're going for on eBay, let's say that. I think it was like $51 after everything's said. So, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I think I'll clean it up and do some servicing to it, but we'll see what the old girl has to do with some rejuves. So, anyway, back to the TV. You know, this isn't really what the video was about. So the voltage will slowly creep up after it's been on. It'll creep up to about 90 volts and then stop. So let me look at the schematic and see if I can find what's going on. Alright, after all that work, it was right in front of my damn face. That 1 microfarad at 350 is shorted. It's got 250 volts on one side, and it should have like nothing on the other. And it was actually shorting off and on, and allowing voltage to go through it. So I've got one tacked in here, and look at that, 7 volts, not 70, 7. And we do have a bright picture, and it looks horrible because the CRT is so dead. Look at the blooming. Oh yeah. The blooming. That's amazing right there. So it is working. I still needed to do an adjustment on the vertical height and linearity, but these 2 caps were bad. These were all leaky, and it ended up being a bad filter capacitor. So go figure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that with a Mylar cap, and we'll see what she looks like after that. But just that's so bad. But yeah, fully working brightness now. Can go all the way up to 80 volts, bring it all the way down to 7 and 6. So yeah, let's get that changed, and we'll set it back on its 2 feet and do some setup. All right, I actually got it changed with a 10 because I don't have many ones at 350. I've got a lot of ones at 100, so it shouldn't really do anything. Here's the old one. Yeah, no wonder the damn thing was bad. So I'll show you where that is on the schematic. I actually printed it out. So here's the schematic, and C59 goes into the brightness control. which goes at wide open, would be 250 volts on this side, goes through a 39K resistor, and there's your 1 microfarad, and it flows right to the 250 volt source. So at wide open, this would be pulled pretty much to ground through that 39K and that 82K. So this thing was backfeeding voltage into the brightness control because it was shorted and leaky. So, yep. That was it. Now we'll get it set up and we'll see what we can do. Alright, so we're going to get this thing set up, hopefully. Turn it on. And this will be coming up on channel 4, which is kind of the in-home transmitter here. I'm gonna flick the lights. Just so you can see how dead this picture tube really is. Look at that ghosting, man. I haven't seen something like that in a long time. Adjust the contrast. There's brightness, that's where it looks the best. And that is so dim I can almost barely see it. I'll bump the brightness back up. There's the contrast control. Just completely gone.
It's faster. 8 times faster than Florence.
Classic Zenith buzz. So let me turn on the signal generator. We'll see what it looks like on the signal generator. There's bars. Holy. You can actually see it there. That's just pitiful, man. Just blows out completely. So, dot hatch. I'm not trying to get this vertical linearity sorted out. Kill the audio. So I'm going to try to get the vertical linearity and height sorted out. So let me grab my mirror and we'll see what I can do with this. So let me pause the video here and get my mirror set up. Alright, so we'll, I got my mirror set up. We'll see what we can do with this vertical linearity and height. So, my flathead here. And here is the linearity control. That is pretty much perfect. Or as good as we're gonna get. I guess I could use a little bit more on the top. There we go, that's pretty good. Well, that's pretty daggum good. See what I can do about that buzz.
It looks like she's waving.
It does. She. How do you know it's a she?
Well, you really can't tell yet, but we'll know by your next monogram. I don't want to know.
You don't?
Man, that's a pretty pitiful picture, that's for sure.
Feel okay?
Yeah. That's what you want.
Well, I'll print this for you so you can take it home.
Thank you. Thanks.
Put the brightness all the way up, contrast all the way up. You really can't see a whole lot. Turn the lights back on, see if we can see it. Yeah, you can see it, just barely, but it's there.
How cool is this, huh? Who knows if these kids would be doing if they didn't have a center to come to? Yeah, it's paying off, huh? Hey! No tackling in basketball. How cool is Zenith, too, huh? He's doing such a great job.
Alright, the handheld portion of the video is back here. Brother! Brother!
Come on, get off of him! What are you doing? Listen, there's no tackling in basketball. You got this thing working again?
So here she is, she's working. 16J20 chassis, and all we replaced was some capacitors, that was it. All the original tubes, original CRT. Zenith. Flick the lights back off. See what else we got on TV. Put you back in the makeshift tripod because I'm filming this on my phone. Stand by while I try to find the remote.
I know who you are. Everybody does.
Well, you got one on me. Who are you?
Danny Williams.
Are you Blade?
That's right. Blade's rule.
So you thought you could sneak on the Guardian turf, paint your colors?
Yeah, and I almost made it.
Yeah, almost. Hey, you like basketball? There's some great games going on in here.
Now, no way. Play.
But the news on 3-1. Let me get an actual converter box hooked up to this thing. My VHF channel is holy crap. My VHF channel transmitter is pretty horrible. Alright, we got a set-top box set up.
In Illinois, debris littering this Target parking lot after witnesses say a twister hit the suburbs of Chicago, tipping this UPS tractor trailer over and tearing the roof off this warehouse.
I just saw that roof like standing up and going up in the air.
The roof was standing straight up in the air?
Yeah, it really was.
A possible tornado causing this damage in northwest Indiana. Sarah Lewis raced to her mother's home in Highland, finding a tree in the front yard for decades toppled over.
The whole tree was uprooted.
Look at that.
Everything was on.
Holy crap.
It was very devastating.
Highways were littered with cars and big rigs in Nebraska after the same storm system brought blizzard conditions to the plains.
There he goes, jackknife. Wow.
Meanwhile, dry and windy conditions wreaking havoc in several other states. In Mexico, this dust storm...
Talk about a dead CRT, man.
Wildfire burning through Sam Houston National
That is
Forest,
insane.
Evacuations, threatening up to 300 homes overnight. There's 38 wildfires also breaking out in Arkansas. Even the Florida Keys facing a fire threat. A brush fire this week briefly closed route.
Thank you, Byron, for making this.
You can't even see it.
You do such a good job, and I really appreciate that.
As an SIU athlete, I know how important it is to have support every step of the way. I'm Jackie Liss with Saluki Women's Softball, and I'm proud to have Banterra Bank as my partner on and
You
off
can't
the
even
field.
see it,
With
man.
Banterra's Saluki Visa debit card, I can pay easily with digital wallets. Plus, I
It's
can check
so
my account,
blown out
deposit
and-
funds, and
and-
make payments
oh,
with
man.
Banterra's mobile app, managing my money at any time. I'm Jackie Liss, and that was an easy
A
one for me.
part of me wonders what kind of person would run a TV this long.
Our brand new outlet store is now in Marion, Illinois. We invite you in to see the largest acid showroom in the area. Packed with a deal.
Headlines tonight, the Trump administration is escalating a legal battle.
Look at that, man.
with federal court
You
judge.
can't even see his
Judge gave
face.
The administration until noon today to provide information about two planes that deported hundreds of Venezuelans.
Brightness control.
Yeah. ABC's Christian Cordero has the details from Washington.
The deadline at high noon for the Trump administration
Look at that.
to submit information about two flights deporting migrants over the weekend has come and gone. It's a crucial step in what has become a contentious legal battle between the Trump administration and the courts themselves.
That's incredible.
Federal Judge James Boasberg is considering whether the administration defied the court's order. In
Who would run a TV this long?
All of the flights that were subject to the written order of the judge took off before the written order was pushed in the courtroom.
In Boasberg's ruling, he said the administration did not provide enough justification for its use of the 1798 Alien Enemies Act and ordered any plane to turn around even if midair. Both planes were midair. Flight data shows landing in Honduras roughly an hour after.
God, that buzz. The Zenith buzz control is just so bad. I've got it set the best I can. Let's do a little channel scan real fast. This is a good representation of how dead this thing is. Oh, I know you'll find channel 3. You better find it. So, I'll turn the brightness control down and hopefully the picture will actually come back. Yeah, see that? That's insane, man. Good old Zenith buzz-o-matic detectors, man. See if I can get that buzz on a little bit better. There we go. You found 27 channels, huh? know this must be riveting to watch, but... That's all you're gonna find. You might as well quit now. We got Comet. Let's see, what did we get? Yeah, we got Buzzer too.
Two, she had two, yeah. Had two good answers. She had closet and then she had hobby room. What do you got?
And their Volkswagen.
A microbus at
Yes.
least, I hope. Betty?
I discarded trash compactor because I thought that was
Too small.
But this may be a match. I said a shower.
Shower.
Where else would the shower?
True. You can get gold. You can get gold for less than you can get coffee for, and this is going to last forever. That coffee, once it's down, it's drink, it's gone.
Kim said she paid hundreds
Whoa,
of dollars.
shopping
for the car.
network. I don't think we're going to be able to get 49.
Save 50%
Oh,
on
really?
treatment plans over $1,000.
49's coming
Call
in today.
1-800-DENTURE. Hurry.
It's a rare sight.
Go ahead and smile.
The ones you love deserve you at your best.
Me and Jake, we head up to the loft. You know, he counts his take over a cigar and a fifth of Jack.
And he does that every day?
Oh, I should know.
Again, to show you what it's like
I
with the
couldn't leave
brightness
unless
all the
I
way
lit him
up.
and tested his drink.
Tested his drink for what?
Name your poison. The dude was paranoid.
Who didn't he trust?
Joey Salucci. You know?
We do.
Good lord.
Top insurance companies. They pay us.
I can't even tell what that says.
So you guys had the e-health experience. Would you say you found your Medicare match?
Yes, I did. What Sam did, she explained to me exactly what I need to know.
Well, I have.
Can start at less than $7 a month.
There's a problem that says, if you know the truth will set you free.
Really? We're getting 49.7 too? Oh, this is the new channel. It's going to be a sports channel.
Highs running around 61 degrees. Now winds tomorrow will be sustained out of the south-southwest at 15 to 20 miles per hour, but gusts tomorrow, especially during the afternoon.
And I'll turn on the lights again just to kind of give you a sense on how big this thing is. That's it. That's what we got. And it's way brighter in the camera too.
Seasonable conditions are expected really over the next 7 days. Again, that 80% chance of rain expected for Saturday.
Yeah, at least Saturday would be nice, right? Yeah. All right, thanks, Garrett.
So let's try an experiment real fast. Let's
like tapes, records, paperbacks. Well, an
Oh,
upcoming
really?
event lets you buy some of those things, all in the name of a good cause. We're talking about the annual Book, Vinyl, and Media at SIU. That sale will feature all kinds of physical media at pretty reasonable prices. It'll take place
pretty
March
reasonable,
21st,
my butt.
4 to 7 p.m.
So let's throw brightener on it and see what it does. Get that party started. Oh boy. I mean, it's brighter.
Stay ahead of your child's moderate to severe eczema with Dupixent as they welcome the feeling of touch with.
But it's still trash.
The #1 prescribed biologic.
I mean, it's just completely gone.
From within. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling.
It's definitely brighter.
Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain, vision changes, or blurred.
You can actually see it.
Or parasitic infection. Don't change.
But yeah, it's just totally gone, man. That CRT is dead.
That was then. This is now.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Laura from Bernard's Furniture, Glendale, Illinois. We would like to thank you for letting our family serve you for over 42 years.
Due to our low overhead, we can offer low prices
Well?
on name brand furniture, such as
Ashley, best chairs.
That's that one. That's the first one that came back from South Carolina. It's working. It is indeed working on mostly original parts, and that's Zenith, man. They either work or it's a 15-day process to locate the part which is making it fail, which is some discrete part which hasn't been made in 60 years. But, yep. An all-metal Zenith back on the road after probably 40 years. Thanks for watching. Alright, you know what? Let's see what this thing can do. Let's see if the Beltron really lives up to the hype. So, position 2. Let's try cleaning it first. Bring it up to 5 volts. Wait 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then gradually increase to 10 volts. I don't want to blow the filament out. And we didn't get no cleaning lights. God, look at that thing go. So I guess we're gonna have to rejuve it. So let me read this real fast. Increase voltage until heater reads 10 volts. When pointer on restoring current reaches 85 milliamps, press interrupt switch and allow pointer to drop back to 60. Then release interrupt switch and allow pointer to rise to 85 again. This procedure should be done 3 times. Return to position 2 for final cleaning and balance. Oh. Let's friggin' cook it, man. Let's do it. We can figure out how this thing goes in. Alright, let's try the restore function. Oh boy. There we go. There's 85. And there's 60. You really need 2 hands for this. So let's kill that. Put it back into position 2. And then clean it. Let's clean it. Yep, there's a cleaning light. So it says don't stay any longer than 20 seconds, so I think I'm done there. Alright, it says wait 30 seconds until position 1. So we'll just plug it back in and then wait. There's 6 volts, and tells us we have a good CRT now. Of course it does, it's a Beltron. Well, let's see if it actually did anything. So, we'll unplug this. Plug this back in. However the hell this thing goes back on here. There we go. And we'll see if it did anything. Alright, you think this thing will be like new again? I don't know. This one's pretty gone. Filament's lighting up. love the buzz.
They are
Oh boy.
oriented. With the doctor next door.
Yeah, that's a bit brighter.
Getting a glasses prescription.
The doctor next door is great.
See.
They have all this fancy modern.
Yeah, that's a bit brighter.
Designer frames, same Success Vision.
I just feel this sudden pain
Good
right
Lord.
in the middle of my back. It took my breath away. When I'm trying to work and run a business.
Wow.
And that's when I went to the Regenerative Center.
When Danielle came to see us, she was suffering from a herniated disc in her lower back. She's undergone a protocol consisting of
That sure brought it back, didn't
The
it?
results have been tremendous.
Before I felt like my body was holding me hostage. And being able to get back to my old life it's amazing.
I'm Jonathan Lost. If you're 50 to 85, please.
Wow.
It's gonna make a long 7 days. We've gone totally nuts except for the voice.
The voice? Was it a ghost?
No, Jeff, it was a person in the next cell. He talked me through my fear.
My emotions ran a lot of anger, though, because you want to know why, and then when you get there's a lot.
New voice scores. Weekdays at 49.
That sure brought it back. Man, I guess the Beltron did live up to its hype. Wow. That sucker is bright.
I appreciate that.
Oh, good job, Channel Box. You're really cooking with the gas here today, aren't you?
Well, we got a good one for you today, returning for with a total of 20,000 from Philly, PA. Interesting.
And I need to figure out how to use that thing anyways. No other way, sir.
Across Perryville as well as Cape Girardeau. It is a little bit warmer further towards our
That is
south,
amazing.
our west. Now, temperature or wind gusts, are still out of the north and out of the west at around 10 to 15 miles per hour.
You couldn't even see any of that before. And it's bright with the lights on, too.
Overnight hours tonight. Now, we do still have a red cloud warning for all of southeastern Missouri until 7 o'clock this evening. We'll talk about what's in store for tomorrow in terms of those temperatures and wind gusts, as well as everything you can expect as we head into the weekend in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Garrett. President Donald Trump just signed an executive order which will close the doors on the Department of Education.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep that thing around. Wow.
President Trump signing yet another executive order today. This one directing his education secretary to dismantle.
Well, thanks for watching.